Hello to all my friends out there. And so I've been doing chatting over tea when I have things to chat about. So this morning I have some things to chat about. And one of the things I have to chat about is making cookies. You know, when you have a day off, if you make some cookies and you put them in the freezer and you buy one of those big containers of ice cream that I bought for $6, and you have lots of yogurt and fruit, you know, you're not going to be miserable. I mean, you can eat some pretty cheap food, and these cookies are really cheap. I like this one because this one's cheaper than the other one I had, and I will give you the recipe in a minute. These are thumbprint cookies, and I bought 99-cent raspberry jam, and I had a little strawberry jam, and these are really good with tea. And at 99 cents only, I like these assortments of teas, you know, where you get I bought one, it had about 12 kinds of tea, and they had these, it's 6 kinds of tea at 99 cents only, and I like these decaf teas. They're tasty. And then, you know, as usual, I'm always looking for tea party stuff, and this is really cute. I got this so cheap this week. So let me give you a look. Okay, so if you remember a while there, everything was gold, gold, gold. And so I bought this gold squirrel, and I will get to this in a minute. But I bought this, let's see if I can show you, Acapulco keychain, and it's really cute. It has a dolphin in the middle. See how cute that is? And one of the things I sell at the swap meet is keychains. And so if you are continuously buying things like keychains, clothes, save all your old clothes, you know, any of the collectibles you've seen me do, if you need money, you can always sell them on eBay or yard seller swap meet. So, okay, so the tea I made is mango, because I had that the other night. That's good. It's really yummy. I wasn't much of a tea drinker, and so, you know, truthfully, I thought, wow, fruit teas, no, that doesn't sound good. And let me show you this. Okay, now this is probably one of my favorite teapots. You know, in the end, I think these ceramic teapots or whatever they are the most durable. I've destroyed all of the silver teapots somehow. Well, tell you the truth, I have destroyed quite a few teapots. I've destroyed almost as many as I have bought. And then, you know, the sugar goes first in tea, and then the milk. And so I was doing these chatting over tea things, and the followers said that they would watch my videos on chatting over tea, and they would drink tea while I was chatting. So I loved that, you know, it was great. Let me taste this. Yeah, if you get a chance to get one of these, you got to get these for 99 cents at 99 cents only. And I would never really tried mango tea, and it's really, really good. So, okay, so now I want to chat about, you know, the followers told me follow Prepper Princess. And so today I noticed she had a video, and it was the terrifying truth about retirement. And so I go, ooh, that sounds good. And I watched it, and that was such a good video. So what I did is I tweeted it. So you can either look it up, or you can just go to my Twitter, and I posted it on there, and it was such a good video. It's only 6 minutes. And then in a couple of videos ago, I mentioned angels singing and the last trump. And so I posted that. I tweeted that. You just go Rhoda Stone Crazy Cheap Twitter. And then I also tweeted Archie Luxury's briefcase video, how to clean a briefcase. And that is really good. I mean, it's not just for briefcases. You know, if you have good purses, or, you know, they get a little bit soiled, or any good leather. I don't know. This is why I was worried about it. You know, I can't see getting your good leather shoes wet. I don't know about that. But it sure did work out good on his briefcases. And mine, those briefcases look beautiful now that I cleaned. And then I posted Richard Roberts, and I posted the number for prayers, if you need prayers. And Lindsay Roberts has a show, and I like them because they're really, really encouraging. And, you know, sometimes you need help. You know, there's things aren't going well. There's things bad, and then there's really, really bad. And sometimes when things are really, really bad, maybe time to try a few prayers. Okay, so what I wanted to chat about is this terrifying truth about retirement. I decided to do my own take on this. And so on my dad's side, some of the people lived to be almost 100. And some of the people were pretty healthy. On my mom's side, one of my aunts is really, really old too. So one of the things I'm doing is exercise. And I've done many videos on walking 2 hours a day. And you go, oh, who's got 2 hours a day to exercise? I was working in Alpine, and I'm telling you, those men are old. And they exercise 2 hours a day. And they're thin. My husband was really, really sick. And you know, he was basically wasting away. And he said to his doctor, well, what about my diabetes? And he said, well, your diabetes isn't a problem anymore because he was so thin. So, you know, one of the things is keeping your weight down, keeping your heart healthy. And so, you know, number one, I put exercise. Number two, don't spend a dime you don't have to. So when you're younger, you know, like right now, I'm not in advanced age, but I certainly am old, 63, old enough to get Social Security. And maybe about 8 years ago, I started this not spending any money unless I absolutely have to. Like, you have to have food, you have to have gas. You have to, you know, you have to spend a little money, but I started this, don't spend any money. Any dime you don't have to spend. I mean, we all do it, but, you know, I'm trying all the time to reduce the money I spend. Not spend any money would be good. Okay, number three, cook all your food at home. Okay, nobody wants to cook every night, but I want to show you something. Okay, last week I bought this steak at Save-A-Lot, and I got a really good price on it, and it's really good steak, but we just didn't happen to really, really love it. But here's what I want to show you. What I do is I cut off everything I don't want to eat. When you go out, I guarantee you, you will be eating that. So, you know, what I did is I cut the meat in pieces and I ground a few at a time. Just press grind on the blender, and then take those pieces out and repeat the whole entire process. Another thing. Okay, this is the beef patties. I'm on the 6th burgers I have made out of this beef patty mix. I buy this for $2. Also, they have beef patty mix for $1 at sometimes, not all the time, at Dollar Tree. And they also have a version of this at Walmart. So, okay, one of the things I bought today, I noticed like my bread was kind of ripped up the other day when I was trying to make my sandwiches. So I go, I'm sorry, I'm going back to the Walmart bread. This bread is, let's see, 88 cents. I had 21 pieces. So it cost me 4 3/10 each. If it's under 5, so you could say 4 1/3 cents each. And then I bought some stewed tomatoes, some Tabasco, and onion. And here is the strawberry jam I bought. And so what I'm doing over here is, we just won't look at that. I'm making some chili. And if you have beef patty mix or hamburger, and so the reason I decided to make chili is because I was at the thrift store, of course, and I bought a new cookbook, and there's a really easy chili recipe in it. Okay, I'm going to give you the chili recipe. It's Fiesta chili, and why I like this recipe is it's easy enough for kids to make, and it's everything I have in the stockpile. So no running to the store, having to buy special stuff for the chili. Just, I'll give you page 2 in a second. So, okay, so I like this recipe. And they even have, maybe you want to make it in the microwave. So I thought this is a really good recipe. I'm going to do the video on the chili, and let me give you the cookie recipe. This is the same one I always use. Easy. And this is cheap. Everything in the stockpile. You can put nuts, or, you could put anything in there. You could put fruit, chocolate chips, anything. Okay, so now back to this. This is my strategy for old age. One of the things, though, I like to live every single day, one day at a time. I don't want to worry about yesterday because, I should have saved more money. Well, yesterday is gone. I don't want to worry about the future because, like my husband's dead. Look at him. He's dead. And fortunately, he was the kind of person who did enjoy life as much as he possibly could. And at the time, personally, I said, you are kind of lazy. But if you're not living that long, maybe it's a good idea. Anyway, I learned my lesson from that. So don't spend any money you don't have to. And another thing about my husband, which was really good, he left every penny intact. And basically, he saved the entire family's bacon, especially mine, though, Okay, cook all your food at home, so why in the hell do you want to go out? No, I'd rather eat, especially when you're old, because you don't have as much immunity. Earn extra money. Okay, the keychain. Today I wasn't in the mood to shop because I shopped so much this week. That saying, shop until you drop. Earn extra money so you can sell stuff on eBay. But I wanted to mention something. Also, I'm a firm believer in strike these words from your vocabulary. I can't. There are these 2 ladies. I am not kidding you. 2 ladies that go to the swap meet, and they are old. And they, do the setup, and they are there every week. And they told me, we've been doing this 30 years. And one's even got a walker, I think. And I go, wow, you guys are tough. And they told me there is another old lady that goes to the swap meet. And what she would do is she would pack her stuff up in little boxes. So, she wasn't breaking her back lifting. And it was hilarious, the guy who told me, because, I had, industrial sized trash bags. So I think he was trying to give me a hint, They're really helpful over there, and sweet. Crack me up. Like, why are you killing yourself? Well, I was lazy. I didn't want to load a bunch of little boxes. 5, have fun hobbies. I show you my poor plants, but I get a lot of joy out of them when I'm not killing them. And one of my friends told me, your orchids need to be in the house. So, okay, they're back in the house. And tell you the truth, they're looking a little better, but you know, they should have been in intensive care. It was that bad. And I like to go to the casino, but I haven't gotten up there because, you know, I've been shopping a lot for the eBay thing. So, find fun hobbies. There's all kinds of fun hobbies. One of the hobbies I like is I like to read. So, you know, just like when I was at the thrift store and I got this cookbook. Oh, I forgot to show you the front in case you guys ever go to the thrift store, and you should get one of these. Look at this. I go cooking with kids. That sounds like me. And there's tons of good recipes. And this was a paperback, so I got it for 50 cents. So one of my hobbies is cooking. That's obvious. And then the other thing I wanted to chat about is, why am I buying all these briefcases? Okay, 2 weeks ago, I didn't have any briefcases. None, not even one. Never had one, never wanted one. So why? Much less did I think, oh, I'm going to get scroungy old briefcases and I'm going to clean them. Okay, so there's a method to the madness. The reason I'm doing it is because I'm learning the briefcases. I did a video, the first, I think I bought 3 that day. What am I doing? What am I doing? I literally had no idea. First of all, those aren't even briefcases. That's how unschooled I was. And another thing about briefcases is they hold a lot of stuff. A lot. But if you pack a lot of stuff in them, they're heavy. So, you know, you got to be careful for that. But I'm learning the briefcases. And these last 3 briefcases that I just did are 100% better than the briefcases. They were 100% dirty. But, you know, also, oh, I didn't mention, where is that? Archie Luxury. I started following him last summer, and that's why I started, you know, buying watches. And so when I was learning the watches, I would just buy, if I could find watches, any kind of watches, fairly cheap, I would buy them. And let me tell you, I bought a lot of dogs too. Terrible, but I'll sell them at the swap meet. And, you know, I found a place where I could get the batteries. If you guys live in the East County, Michael's Jewelers in Santee does, oh, that lady fixed my watches up. Beautiful. So now I'm going to try to figure out, well, one of the things I'm going to try to figure out is how to rekey these briefcases. So that's going to be the next thing. So, okay, you guys, that was chatting over tea, and God bless you all, and thank you for the comments, and thank all the advertisers. I have the advertising to die for, but mostly those comments. You know, I mentioned many times, not only do I read the comments, but all the followers read the comments. And on Twitter, if you go to my Twitter and you scroll down, you will see some of those followers have 1 million followers. So you don't know where your stuff is going, where it's going to end up. But I posted quite a few of those helpful messages on my Twitter. And believe me, they really, really help people. So, okay, God bless you all.